Are you looking to sell your parents' house after they've passed away? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. Hey guys, it's Eric Staniel from We Buy NKY Houses.com, where we are buying houses for cash in Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky. We are also realtors with Keller Williams Realty, so we provide multiple solutions for sellers. And if you're in a situation where you have just inherited a home in Cincinnati or Northern Kentucky from your parents, and now you're going through the probate process, or you're looking to sell that house, we want to talk through just how do you go through that, because it's complicated, right? There's so many things going on at once, and you're still living your life, and you have to figure out the probate process, and you got to talk to attorneys, and you got to get paperwork done, and there's bills that might be mounting up, and you've got your own life to live. And on top of all of that, you're dealing with the emotional loss of losing a loved one, right? Whether that's your parent or another relative, but it's an extremely challenging time to work through all of that. And we understand that completely. And so what we do at We Buy NKY Houses and Team Staniel is we're trying to provide multiple solutions for sellers who are looking to sell a home. And you might have different goals on how you want to sell that home as you're working through the estate process. And there are different solutions. And so I wanted to walk through a few of those solutions. The first solution, and what we typically do at We Buy NKY Houses, is provide a cash offer for the house, and we can close right away. So the nice thing about this is we can close as soon as 7 days. Usually it's about 2 weeks, depending on, we want to look through the title work and things like that. But the advantage for you on a cash offer is that you don't have to do anything to the house, right? We buy the house as is. So if the house is dated, or it needs updates, or it has repairs that have been overlooked over the years, this is a really challenging thing when you're trying to sell the home and you don't have the extra cash to fix it up and put it on the market and try to get top dollar for it and work with a real estate agent and do the showings and have the listing and all of that. You'd rather just sell the home and be done with it. And so this is a really helpful solution for people who are like, look, I don't want to fix it all up. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this. I just want to sell the home fast and I want to move on. I want to close this chapter with this house, sell the home and be done with it. We'll come in, we'll run the numbers, we'll show you the numbers. We're very honest in terms of how we came up with the numbers, and it's a very simple formula. We just simply look at, if the house was fixed up, what could we sell it for? And then we just back out our expenses and any profit that we would want to make as an investor buying it in a cash offer. So that's kind of option A, is the cash offer. Another option, however, is there's maybe the third option over here where the house is all fixed up and you're trying to get top market dollar for it. And we can help you on that side too, because we are real estate agents. We can give you advice. We can even help you with contractors, with anything you need on that end, with stagers. We're happy to help you go that route. A lot of people don't want to spend the time when it's not their home and they're living their other lives. So there's also this middle option where if you're trying to get more money for it, you can list the property as is on the market. And what do I mean by that? You still don't have to do the updates and all the work, but you are going to put it on, instead of selling it to a cash buyer, you are going to put it on the market. It's going to go on the MLS, the multiple listing service, and shoot out to Zillow and Trulia. And now you might attract not only another investor, but you might attract, it depends on the condition of the house, you might attract an owner-occupant where it makes a lot of sense. And someone who's willing to come in and say, oh yeah, I'll clean it out, I'll make the updates, and that buyer can then potentially get a little equity in the home and make the updates themselves, and they can see some equity. Now, the advantage for you on that end as a seller when you're selling your parents' house is that you're probably gonna net more money, okay? Because you can list it a little bit higher. You don't have to account for the profit we wanna make on the cash buying side necessarily. It's gonna take a little longer because we gotta get the home ready to list. We gotta put it on the market, and then whoever buys it, we gotta wait for their funding. It's usually about 30 days to close after that. So the whole process might take 2 or 3 months, something like that, as opposed to 2 weeks. And so it's gonna take a little longer, but you're probably gonna net more money in the end, even after paying the real estate commission. because again, you're not accounting for the profit that the investor wants to make on the flip, if that makes sense. So I hope this helps. When you're going through trying to sell your parents' home, or your parents are deceased or have recently passed away, it's a very trying time. We get that. We understand that. We've worked with a lot of home sellers in all over Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky. And we're a local cash buying business. I grew up in Florence, Kentucky. My wife from Edgewood. We lived in Anderson Township for 10 years. Now we're back in Northern Kentucky, closer to grandparents. So we're a local company. We love our community and we love our city. And so we understand that when you're trying to sell a parent's house, it's just challenging. There's a lot of emotions tied up. You probably even grew up in the house, or there's a good chance you did. And it's complicated. So we'll help you through that entire process, and we'll find the solution that's best for you. We're looking to solve problems. That's our goal. We want to help sellers solve problems. Not to mention the fact that there might be multiple siblings and you're trying to navigate all those waters as well. We've done this a lot, and this is a specialty of ours, is helping people sell inherited properties in Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky. So thanks so much. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, give it a like, share it with anyone that you might think it's valuable with, and give us a call, 859-412-1940. We'd love to help you out. Thanks so much.